March Madness glossary. Onions, hook, and hold. Jerome, part of NCAA tournament vernacular. This tournament features its own special vernacular on catchphrases that you won't find in Merriam-Webster. Onions. Here's a guide to some of the top phrases you'll hear throughout March Madness. Anteater zot. Zot. Use it in a sentence. Anteater zot the bucket zot. Zot. Big dance. You've heard this a lot already. The tournament as a whole is considered the big dance, which explains all. Use it in a sentence. Fairleigh Dickinson thinks it can become the Cinderella of this year's big dance. Bill Raftery, a former NCAA basketball coach who has become a tournament institution during his 30-plus years as a commentator for CBS Sports. See below. Onion. Use it in a sentence. The only reason I watch the NCAA tournament is to listen to Bill Raftery. Bracket buster. A lower-seeded team upsets a major favorite. Fansahoa pick. Use it in a sentence. UMBC Isathia biggest bracket buster in tournament history after number 16 retriever shocked number 1 seed Virginia in the first round in 2018. Avoid these mistakes. Why Duke won't win title. Cinderella, a smaller school that becomes a darling of the tournament after upsetting powerhouse teams. Use it in a sentence. At Wichita State Shockers worry he Cinderella of the 2013 tournament, reaching the Final Four before losing to Louisville. Use it in a sentence. Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski is confident that Zion's shoes can survive the tournament. Downtown, when a shooter hits a long three-pointer. Use it in a sentence. Cameron Johnson, from downtown, and it's good. Elbow A on a basketball court, the two corners located 15 feet from the basket where the lane intersects with the free throw line. A useful position. Use it in a sentence. Barry Brown puts up a shot from the elbow and Kansas State jumps ahead. Endless Masters promos. The Masters begins on April 11th, 3 days after the championship game. And if you weren't aware, use it in a sentence. These Endless Masters promos featuring Jim Nance's buttery voice are quite soothing. Hello, Fred. GQJ nickname of Villanova head coach Jay Wright. Coach Wright is all. Use it in a sentence. Tough spot for the Wildcats. Biotag Jay is not even sweating in his designer suit. Heat check. After making several three-pointers in a row, a hot shooter puts up another three. Use it in a sentence. Virginia's Kyle Guy is feeling it today. Looks like he's going to do a heat check. Hook and hold rule. A hook and hold occurs when a player hooks someone over or under his arm while fighting for a rebound but tries to convince the official that the opponent was responsible for the contact. Use it in a sentence. John Biliane is one of several coaches who has issues with the hook and hold rule. 1. Use it in a sentence. He started crying when he heard the onions. How to explain it. Use it in a sentence. 2 seconds left. Zion puts up a shot from way downtown. Onions. Roy Williams / Vertigo. North Carolina's coach Roy is scared of Jerome when he collapsed on the sideline earlier this month. He later said, use it in a sentence. Williams said he hadn't worried about another Vertigo episode during the tournament. NCAA teams ranking in the 4 regions that make up the NCAA tournament bracket. Teams are seeded. Use it in a sentence. Duke is the number 1 seed in the East region after going 29-5 in the regular season and claiming the ACC tournament championship. Send it in, Jerome. Another Bill Raftery. Use it in a sentence. Oh my, did you see that dunk? Send it in. Sharpie. Analyst Seth Davis tweets Sharpie to indicate that a team will advance in the tournament, meaning it's safe for fans to use a Sharpie on their bracket for that game. Use it in a sentence. Seth Davis broke out a Sharpie tweet a little too early last year, tweeting, Virginia a Sharpie just a couple of minutes into the Cavaliers' first round game against number 16 seed UMBC. The Retrievers shot survive and advance ath basic goal for any team in the tournament to simply beat each opponent regardless of any beauty points and move on to the next round. Use it in a sentence of Ilanova will survive and advance after a close call in the first round against St. Mary's A. Window. Another word for the backboard. You may also hear use it in a sentence. Oganzagazarui Hachimura banks it in off the window. This article originally appeared on USA Today.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,